welcome back to this series, Canva for Creative Teaching. Last time we talked about how to create a custom size inside Canva and how to create a little border and connect that image into Google Drive as your background for a handout. So we're returning to this same custom size of handout that we created last time. It's 8.5 by 11. And today we're going to talk about shapes and layering because this can be really helpful in creating any kind of design for you or your students in Canva. So inside the Elements tool, you'll see this Lines and Shapes section. These shapes seem really basic, but they can be so helpful. So let's just experiment a little bit. Let's say you're creating a handout and you want to have some kind of interesting background, or maybe your students are creating an infographic, or they're creating a podcast cover. This is just a really good skill to have, layering different images onto your handout. So let's start with a circle. Let's say we're going to have a red circle. Now that it's here, we can make it larger, we can make it smaller, or we can take this little arrow and we can move it around. So let's say we're going to put it right there. Great, we did it. Now moving on. So then let's make another one. And now we can see this circle has gone on top of everything else that we had here. What if we don't want it on top? We are going to change it to orange, and now we can change its position. So let's say we click backward. Now we see it's just behind the red circle. Backward again. Oh, it goes all the way behind the white. Backward again, and it's gone. So maybe we want to bring it forward, and we just want to have it behind the red circle. Now, let's say we add another one. We're going to make it a little bigger still, and we're going to make it yellow. Now we've got the red on top of the orange and the yellow on top of the orange, but what if we want to put it behind the orange? And we make one more, and it's even bigger. We'll make it green, and we'll put it behind the yellow. Now we've got kind of a fun little design here with overlapping imagery. Now, let's say we also wanted to have something behind this part that says handout. Now we're going to try layering something else. Instead of doing just shapes, because you can layer anything, let's say we're going to take photos, and one of my favorite things to put in is watercolor. So you could search for different colors of watercolor, or you could just search watercolor splash like I did. Now let's imagine that we like this one, and we're going to put that in. If we bring it up there, oh look, Canva helped you out, and they put it right behind where it says handout without even asking for help. So now this doesn't go as well with our circles. Let's delete those. And let's play around. What if we put this backward? Oh, look, it's completely disappeared behind the white rectangle. What if we put the white rectangle backward? Then we've got it back in the front. Now, what if we wanted to put something else up there with it? For example, some blue. Now you can see the order is the word handout, then the blue, then the pinkish orange. What if we want to mess around with that? We take it backward a little bit, then we've got the blue behind the red. This is just a really important tool inside Canva. Anytime you're making anything, as you drop text, as you drop images, as you drop shapes onto your canvas, you need to understand this position tool because it's going to make your life so much easier. So if I was going to continue now, if this was the handout as I wished it, I would go up to share, I would download it, and I would put it into my Google slide as the background, as we talked about in the last video. So that is a quick overview of how to do layering of shapes and images inside Canva.